Imagine if Allah gives you 50 years, 60 years, 70 years of life, and you were consistently making dua in a language you never understood. We're standing in prayer, think about every other thing other than the salah. Your mind is just not in the salah. Why? Because you just don't understand. Listen, learning Arabic isn't hard, but living without it is. A lot of people, they don't embark upon the Arabic learning journey thinking that Arabic is hard, or it's going to be hard, or it's going to take so long. But the reality is, living without the Arabic language is one of the most difficult things that you can endure. As a Muslim, imagine if Allah gives you 50 years, 60 years, 70 years of life, and you were consistently making dua in a language you never understood. You were consistently saying things in prayers that you never understood. And it gets even harder than that. Imagine every Ramadan, you stand in prayer for a whole hour, listening to words that you just don't understand. And I don't know where that got normalized in our ummah, but one whole hour. And that hour was supposed to be for reflection. That hour was supposed to be for contemplation and taking yourself into account and reminding yourself about Allah's laws and legislation and His ahkam and His rulings. Meanwhile, we're standing in prayer, thinking about every other thing other than the salah. Thinking about every other thing. Thinking about our bills, or tomorrow what I've got to do, what time I've got to get up. Thinking about stress, all right, commitments that you have to make, etc., etc. Your mind is just not in the salah. The main reason is because you don't understand. Now that's hard, and I've been there. That is what you call hard. Hard is to maintain that consistently for the rest of your life. That's difficult and that's challenging. And that's why many Muslims today, they find it hard to pray with humility and to pray while being attentive. Why? Because you just don't understand. It's simple. When I became Muslim at the age of 19, I quickly discovered that. I'm actually praying in another language, right? A whole different language. And at that time, the first thing that came to my head is, I have to learn Arabic. How can I not understand, right? How can I not understand this book? How can I understand my prayers? I have to find some way to understand, even on a basic level, right? To be honest, learning Arabic was way easier than living in that state. I was struggling. When I first became Muslim, I was struggling to hold on to my prayers, struggling to read. I couldn't even read the Qur'an anyway, but just struggling to really have that connection. And once I learned the Arabic language, it solidified that connection for me. It just made it so much easier. My prayers are a lot more attentive. If I pray behind the Imam, I can actually understand what he's saying. If I'm going through problems in my life, I can pick up the Mus'haf and actually understand what I'm reading. The stress of studying, right? Because you have to put in some work. The stress of studying for an hour a day, 2 hours a day, for a period of 1 year, 2 years, let's even say 3 years. That stress is nothing compared to the stress of living your life distant from the Book of Allah. Living your life distant from your prayers. Not feeling like a stranger in your religion. Like, that pain is intense. That pain is severe. Now, if you're watching this video, it's a sign, right? It's a sign that you actually want to learn the Arabic language. Alhamdulillah, I've taken so many Muslims from a stage where they couldn't even understand the Qur'an. Some of them couldn't even read the Qur'an, to a stage where they can now break down verses and actually understand them, where they're now more connected in their prayers, alhamdulillah. Sometimes you may think it's not possible, or it's difficult, or sometimes it doesn't even come to your mind. But trust me, it's possible. If I can do it, as a revert, someone that couldn't even speak another language, all I knew was English, I managed to learn the Arabic language, and so many Muslims we've helped to learn the Arabic language. It's possible. But maybe you don't know the steps. Maybe you don't know, as a beginner, how to actually get started. If you want to know the steps as a beginner and where to start, and kind of like the roadmap, then watch our next video where I'll take you through step by step how you can get there, inshallah.